so it was kind of hard to determine what under deeper water currents may have had an effect on the wreckage. So that's something we weren't able to take into account.
Great, thank you. Chris, we had a question about how far back is Argus behind us and being towed?
It varies by hundreds of meters every ping. I'll get your best guess, minus the USBL being what it's being. We're looking at just over 700 meters.
Cool.
So it's been hovering right around 700. I've occasionally seen it up to 8, and then sometimes it's 5 to 6. It is raining pretty good.
Yeah.
Yay.
Well, I'm hoping it ends in the next hour and 24 minutes.
Yeah, otherwise we'll all be sleeping up here.
Otherwise, I should have brought my shampoo with me.
Yeah. No, we, so a lot of times before our ships go into port, we do what you call a freshwater washdown. So after, you've got battered by seas and swell and wind and everything's caked with salt.
Yeah.
So you really want to clean it off so it doesn't stay, corrode anything, or, you just want a clean ship. And so a lot of times it definitely helps to have good rains intermittently.
Yeah, I just hope the paint dried enough so that it doesn't run here.
Oh, that's true. They were painting.
They were painting all day.
I think it might be good. I know a lot of those being like marine paints.
Yeah, they should be all right.
Withstand a little more humidity.
One time when we were kids, my brothers and I put on our bathing suits and took shampoo and tried to go out in the pouring rain to like pretend to shower in it. But then as soon as we got like our hair soaked up, it stopped. We had to like we had to walk back in the house all soapy and rinse off in the shower. And Mom was like, "Oh my God, you guys!"
There's like soap in your eyes.
Oh. Yay, we have people from Samoa following us.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's great.
Can they see us?
Look out
Welcome.
your window.
If when the sun comes back up and it's not quite so stormy, if you're on the northwest coast, you might be able to spot us. And if you know anyone who saw or knew anything about the crash in 1938, please write into our website and let us know.
Yeah. And also, if you have connections with local schools that are interested in having an interaction with us, we can organize meetings, so you can visit us through our screen and talk to us and have 20 minutes or 30 minutes together to ask questions and learn more about our expedition.
That looks like a sea cucumber.
Yeah? I missed it.
Still kind of, oh no, it's gone now.
And yeah, no, it's on the right-hand side. So it kind of drifted off with the darker screen over there. Might be one on the seafloor there.
Sorry, I meant to mute myself for the cough, and it was backwards. I apologize. Red light means bad.
Mm-hmm.
Red light means quiet.
You know what? I've been very impressed that no one here has puked.
Oh, like on really seasick?
Yeah. We've been very lucky.
Yeah, I mean,
You've only been out a few days.
yeah, we haven't really seen too much in terms of weather.
Yeah,
I
that's
was
true.
a little queasy with the swell on the way out.
Oh, yeah?
When the ship isn't like transiting and it's doing like ROV or this sort of really slow up,
Mm-hmm.
you're not likely to get people who are really sick, except for my dad, who any sort of rocking will get him green. But yeah, if we're transiting and and there's a big swell and stuff, I'll get a little yeah. But at these speeds, even if the ship's rocking a bit from the swell, you're not going to typically get people who are too bad.
But also, if somebody was getting sick, you probably wouldn't have seen too much of them.
Yeah,
No.
they'd probably just be in their bunks or yeah.
Poor things.
I find that if I am getting queasy, I just need to be horizontal.
Oh, yeah.
I'm the same. Just sleep.
Yeah.
When you reduce your potential axes of motion, it's easier for your body to compensate.
Mm-hmm. What would be that potential axis of motion?
I mean, just when you're standing out, you know, you can move all the way around, up, down, side to side, forward, back. When you're laying down, there's a lot fewer options.
Oh, okay. Got it.
So, Steve's looking at me weird.
I don't know. I think you could still move any direction.
Yeah, you can, but you're not moving your head up. You're not moving 360 because you're laying down. You're kind of moving 180 with your head. Now, I thought of it that way before, but hemispheres.
Oh, that's not like
Hemispheres?
that's not like a science
Hemispheres?
explanation. That's a Chris explanation. But really, all it comes down to is whatever works for you. I know some people that can't lay down. You just gotta kind of find your thing. But yeah, no, just wait until you get on a ship. You get into like 20, 30 foot seas. That's when people really start feeling it.
You were out last year when we were in Hawaii, right, Mike? Right after the hurricane. It was like a ghost
man.
ship. Day one, it was just like ROV team was the only ones around working
Yeah,
on the
I
vehicle.
would have been.
A lot of
flat on my
people were
back.
down for that.
Yeah, I would have been down.
Oh, wow.
There was you do kind of notice a lot of times on ships when the weather gets a little rough, you stop seeing as many people
Yeah.
out and about.
That was also like day one, so some people
Yeah, no one
only
had
get
time.
sick the first day
Yeah.
or two anyway.
Yeah, I'm one of the first day people.
We had a lot of rough days on that after we got going. A lot of
Yeah,
weather
we were
days.
just running away from weather like that entire trip.
There are people that are more sensitive also. Like some people get used to it and some others just don't get used to it ever. Like Charles Darwin, for example. He was puking all
Really?
the time.
On
Didn't
the-
you know that?
Was it on the Beagle?
Yeah, on the Beagle.
Really? I did not
Oh
know
yeah,
that.
yeah. I've read
poor
that,
thing.
yeah.
He was just puking his guts out.
Well, glad he stuck with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a friend at the Coast Guard Academy in the Coast Guard whose career will be working on ships, who can barely step on board one without getting violently seasick. And he just doesn't give up. Like, he just keeps, like, there's some ashore units that you can ask for, and he's like, no, just send me on a ship. Like, it doesn't, there's a pretty flat learning curve here, bud.
I think that's oddly inspiring in some ways.
Yeah, it's inspiring, but you feel bad watching it.
Poor things.
Did he know going in, or did he find out after?
He found out, I
yeah.
think.
I know some oceanography students that, they go in not realizing how seasick they get, and
Yeah.
then they go on their first cruise, and it's...
Well, we have a lot
Yeah,
of
me.
people that
And here I am.
they come from landlocked states, And it's really just they're interested by the humanitarian mission of the Coast Guard. They want to participate in a life-saving service. And a lot of times, you know, there's a lot of considerations to put in there that don't really go along with that. The good thing is we have a lot of aspects to our service that are not all ship-based. So we have people on shore participating in all of our missions, people in the air. So there's options.
Sorry, there's a follower saying landlubbers are make them walk the plank.
That's funny.
I'm not 100% sure, but I think we might have stopped doing that a couple years ago.
You haven't been on the ship very long, have you?
Oh, no, sorry. Is that like, that's coming up. That's this weekend. Remember those people that were on board? Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't seen them in a while. It's not that they're on a different watch.
Uh-oh. Is that what I should expect?
Yep.
Whoops.
That's how you get back to shore. Walk the plank.
Anyone ever seen Down Periscope?
Yes.
Yeah, where
Not in a long time, but that movie is awesome.
they make him. Well, I mean, I don't want to. It's an old movie. I don't.
That's the
wanna
Kelsey
spoil
Grammer
it.
one.
Yeah,
right?
I need to see that again.
Because there's
Yeah.
also McHale's Navy with Tom Arnold, which is equally funny
Yeah.
and ridiculous.
But what was the guy's position? He was the XO, the executive officer, second in command of the sub, and just didn't really agree with him. So Navy submarine made him walk the plank.
We gotta step on this.
Um,
Gotta
Bingo.
contribute. Send it down to Steve too. Oh, Wendy's
I
copping
gotta
out.
watch. I had a job to do.
Okay.
One at the bottom.
Come on, assistant. Her coffee's empty.
Yeah. I wish I could remember. We had good ones the other night.
yeah, we thought
Well,
of
one
some.
was this.
Yay, we have
But we're
people
not
from
using it now,
American
are we?
So it
Samoa.
doesn't work anymore.
Welcome.
Hello.
Hi.
Aloha.
But we could use it.
We could.
Yeah. Put the thing back in again,
Yeah, but that's kind of cheating because we know it's gonna.
I guess. We don't know. No, sometimes it worked for like 2 shifts.
Yeah.
I'm watching like the oil in the. It's like sloshing around.
Yeah.
Can't figure out how this pen works.
You push down on the little clip.
Thanks.
Yeah, technology is hard. Well, I guess now that we're going more for things that we can't control, like not stuff we're talking about, if anyone wanted to submit something online,
Right.
we're taking suggestions.
That's right. Let's pass the buck.
Internet, help us out.
Explain the game a bit more. I don't think they really know
Yeah.
what you're talking about.
Internet. We need suggestions for
Yeah.
bingo squares.
Yeah, so we're doing bingo of things that would happen on watch. We're looking for things that don't happen too often.
For example, like the wind going above 30 knots.
Yeah, something we can't control, as opposed to previously we had like talk about breakfast, but if we all knew about that, someone could try to mention it.
Or insist on not mentioning it.
Or, yeah, exactly. So we're looking for things that...
Could be things we see in the Argus camera or the sonar.
For frequent viewers, you know.
How about recover ROV?
We do have reattach Herc on
Oh,
there.
okay, I got you.
Ah.
I thought it said
Looking forward
reconnect
to-
here.
If you
I
get
wasn't
that one,
sure
you'll
what that
probably
one
also
was.
get find airplane, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I made sure reattach Herc and find plane were not on the same line. Otherwise, that
No.
would just
Yeah,
kind of
that'd
be...
be quite unfair.
Struggle.
241.
Yeah, so what we have in channel 1 is the return from our side scan sonar. And that's exactly what we're looking at right now. Not very entertaining, we know that.
Did someone write that in?
I don't know, I think it's alright.
It's not... I wouldn't say it's entertaining. You know, if you're looking for a show and dance, side scan's not going to give it to you.
Mm-hmm.
But...
I mean, it's not bad.
It's doing what we want it to.
Mm-hmm, exactly.
Scanning to the side.
It's exciting in the sense that at any moment.
I literally have been watching Argus just... You know, every time you see a rock in the distance, you kind of you're like, huh, what is it? Keeps you on your toes.
Yeah, for the people that just signed in, we are in the search for the Samoan Clipper, a boat plane that was last reported to crash in this area north of Pago Pago in American Samoa on January 1938 with a crew of 7 people, including Captain Ed Music, who's a very, very famous pilot of Pan American Airways. Actually, in 1935, he was recognized as the world's outstanding aviator.
Yeah, I think I got it. What's that?
You can't make it up. With a new and improved one.
Oh, he took the thumb drive back? Oh. So that means
So he's coming up with a new super duper one.
Probably.
Oh yeah.
What is it? Oh my god. Cool, cool, cool.
It's continuing. Okay.
And we will have to recover Argus to hook Hercules to dive on the sides. Yes.
Hmm. So amazing.
What is the reason for these? I saw the one a few days ago. Why?
Yeah.
Why?
It's just something they do for viewers at home who could not understand. We have a very funny member of our crew who likes to entertain us sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh, Steve, what are you trying to say?
I was just saying that there's just like a couple of videos that we can put up in place of the cameras that are pretty funny.
Okay.
Just a brief commercial break.
That'd be funny if our streams had commercial breaks.
So if you were a character in Game of Thrones,
Oh boy.
which one would you be?
Oh.
I don't watch.
You guys can
I've
pick
only
one.
seen
You guys
one
can pick one
episode
for me because I
ever,
didn't
so
watch it.
I
What?
can't.
I also never read Harry Potter.
What?
Wow.
can't read.
No. You can't read?
Yeah.
Cool, alright.
I thought you
Real
were going to be
comforting.
my best friend.
I know. People get so mad when I don't get their Harry Potter jokes.
Character in Game of Thrones.
Mm-hmm.
I would probably be Stannis, because I would be very mad that you killed my brother, but then I probably wouldn't succeed. I'm just being honest.
Was
To
that
our
spoiler?
audience,
Spoiler
that
alert?
is Mike Brennan, the chief and the leader scientist for this expedition. Stannis Baratheon.
Wait, yeah, that's not. No, that doesn't work out for what we're doing currently.
Oh, I'm not talking about this mission. I
No,
mean,
of
like,
course
if
not.
I were to try to take the throne and avenge my brother, I would probably not succeed.
My name is Inigo Montoya.
You killed my father.
Prepare
Prepared
to
to
die.
die.
I know that movie.
That's a different reference, isn't
Oh
it?
yeah, no,
Yeah.
that's not the same. I was just thinking of it because he was talking about. Yeah.
Okay, so we have
Um,
Stannis Baratheon here. Rebecca, you don't watch Game of Thrones.
What?
You
What?
don't watch it.
No, I
right?
don't.
Oh,
No.
yeah. Spoiler.
Just give her Brienne of Tarth. She's got the hair color.
She's got the hair color. That's the only similarity.
I'm gonna roll with it. Know who she is.
She's actually quite tall, and she's the one female knight in the entire
Yeah,
thing.
that's true.
That's right.
She sounds cool.
She's cool.
Anyone else?
I didn't watch it. You guys can assign me a character.
I'm trying to
Um,
think.
Oh, Littlefinger.
You could be no.
No?
No.
Okay.
No.
No, no,
he's
Littlefinger.
no, God, no.
No, you could
Um,
be Jorah.
Jorah.
Sir Jorah.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah,
Jorah's pretty
I was-
cool.
Means nothing to you.
It's always
You
there.
don't think I'm like a Jon Snow?
Uh,
Oh,
That's
you
a-
can act better than that.
That's the only character. That's the only character I know.
You can act better than that.
What would you be, Chris?
I'm trying to think. I honestly can never say I watched it and thought, yeah,
my
I can
God.
relate.
No, that's the thing. I couldn't really relate to any of them.
Oh
Hey, we have
yeah,
a-
you're.
I think it's a guitar.
A what?
Looks like
look at
one.
that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, kind of of looks like one, but
And there's a
probably
chili
rock.
pepper.
Yeah, and a
next to it.
pepper.
Yeah.
It's the red hot chili peppers.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
But yeah, no, can't say I've thought about it too much. I mean, they have those quizzes, don't they?
Well, you can't pose a question and not answer it.
I didn't pose it.
Who posed it?
It was
Valeria.
Valeria.
Oh,
Yes?
sorry.
What is
Oh
that?
no, we're saying you're the one that asked the question.
Yeah, I did.
So
I did
you need
ask.
to answer.
Oh yeah, I've been thinking about it.
Melisandre.
true.
No. No,
Oh,
no,
I mean,
no.
it didn't. Yeah, I guess.
I think
if you watched it through the
I
Her,
don't
app.
know.
her last appearance was fantastic, I thought. She was awesome.
like, what would I be? I guess it depends when, but maybe Tyrion.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. You drink and you know things.
Yeah, exactly. Drink coffee and know things.
That's what we got on board.
Maybe it would be Arya.
I was going to assign Arya to Wendy,
Oh, really?
but you could both be Arya.
I don't know.
That's why it's
You're
funny.
the lead scientist. You can assign us
Yeah,
things. Yeah.
sure.
Can't call her Wendy anymore. A girl has no name.
Oh, that's true, yeah. A girl
Right.
has no name.
Oh my god, I love this. Someone just said that Justin is Tormund.
Is who? Oh,
I
Tormund,
love Tormund.
Giant Spain. He totally is.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, he
true. They
is.
can go through all the crew pictures and they can
That doesn't-
Right.
they can decide.
Well, just Justin's got an
yeah.
old picture on there
Oh,
with
is
the
it
big
with the
beard,
big
right?
beard?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
he does.
It's trimmed down a little
That
bit.
beard was awesome. They don't need to know that, though.
I mean, it's bigger.
That's when he was like
Bigger now.
Gimli from Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, as far as those people know, like some
Yeah.
of us are like 5 years younger.
I am
Yeah.
in my picture. I'm more than 5 years younger, I think.
Oh, really?
I think so.
Like-
Samantha's like, well, do you want to update? I was like, no.
Yeah, I got my picture taken the first day of the expedition, so it's pretty updated. So someone is pointing out that maybe target 57 appears to be about 10 meters by 15 meters. Okay.
Yeah, that's approximately right. Maybe like
Okay.
20 by 10, something like that.
Oh. In the
Thanks
last
for-
hour. Nice.
Yeah, it goes fast with dinner.
Yep.
I love the 48 watch.
I'm in the last 2 hours. All right.
Yeah, Steve, you have to stay. Allison's been coming up early for you every day.
That's true.
That's nice of her.
Steve, someone's asking why haven't you read Harry Potter?
I think I started the first book when I was younger, but I didn't really like reading as a kid. So that's probably the main reason.
Harry Potter actually made a lot of kids who don't like reading.
Yeah.
That's one of the biggest things.
Not
it
all
did.
of them, though.
Apparently not.
I never got into Harry Potter. But I remember when I was in like 3rd grade, I got the first Aragon book, and I
Mhm.
tried to read it, and it was totally above my head, so I stopped.
Yeah, that series wasn't great.
And then,
Harry
well,
Potter's way better.
okay.
Another reason is
I
because
read both.
I'm not really into like magic and fantasy, so that's
well,
kind
both of these series are kind of out of
yeah.
here.
Game of Thrones and Harry Potter both kind of fall in there.
Yeah, Aragon's all about dragon riders, so. But yeah, I read it later when I was older and I understood it more, so I read the other 4 of them. I'd say that's the biggest series.
I
I've
didn't
read.
actually read the 4th one. I didn't care by that point.
Really? Oh, I got really into it. I mean, I was pretty young when I was reading them, but
Yeah, I haven't read Harry Potter either. But I am Ecuadorian, so that doesn't count.
yeah.
I don't know what to put there.
Yeah, I didn't watch Game of Thrones for the longest time. I mean, I didn't pick it up until this year. Because at first it was just kind of this thing on HBO, and we didn't have HBO at my house, so I was like, oh, can't watch it. But then it got more popular, and I started to realize it would be something I'd be really into. And then the second I started it, there were already too many seasons out, so it would waste so much of my time. And then I had a down weekend, and I made the mistake of starting it. And
How many seasons did you get through in one weekend?
in one weekend, I think it was 1.5.
Oh, okay.
But
That's not too bad.
I caught up all the way through season 8 in 2 weeks.
Oh my god.
It was, and I had,
Oh my
I was going to school like at the academy during the time. It was all of my, and back to saying free time.
Yeah.
It was, you know, I definitely gave up some sleep for it, but it was just so good, and to watch it all together was so much of a better experience to
Than
really get
week
the
to week, yeah.
continuation.
It's a hard show to watch week to week because, like, there's a lot of build up and like maybe one momentous thing will happen at the very end, and then you're like, oh, I have to wait 7 days.
Yeah, exactly. It was really hard once I caught up, and then it was right before season 8 started coming out, and so from watching week to week, it was
There's still Game of Thrones.
it was
Yeah, I was
excruciating.
like, what are we talking about?
I loved watching it week to week because I liked it a lot, and I was glad that I had to watch it over time.
I mean, yeah, it
Like-
definitely.
The older seasons were a lot better, like, laid out.
Yeah.
Well, they ran out of books, didn't they?
Yeah.
They surpassed the books.
Yeah, and then it kind of steadily got more, like, it got a bit less. You could kind of tell obvious things happen. They didn't have the source material. Like.
Yeah. Especially the final season.
It's a really big shadow.
That's a rock.
It's not just any rock. It's a
It's
big
a
rock.
pointy rock.
It's a
Big
pointy.
rock.
It's a pointy rock.
Wow.
I tried this joke the other day. What does a Chevy look like on side scan?
Like a rock.
There you go.
I sang that song first.
I asked that the other day, and you were like, well, you know, I've actually never seen a truck on the side scan, but I have seen a washing machine.
Oh, that is
There's a
true.
refrigerator.
Are there no bingo suggestions yet from the internet?
Do they not want to help us out?
Guess that's a no.
Disappointing.
We're on our own.
You can usually rely on the internet for like everything.
Yeah.
So I guess for a Game of Thrones question, Valeria, do you have any Valerian steel?
I do,
Ooh.
but don't tell anyone.
Okay.
No, I actually don't have Valerian steel, but I do have a couple of jewels made with dragon glass.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I do too. Not jewels, but yeah, dragon glass.
And weapons.
Yeah, of course. I mean, obviously weapons. That's what you
Yes.
meant. That's what you meant
Of
by
course.
jewels.
Yeah,
of course.
exactly.
Do we have any bingo square suggestions from the?
A what?
Any suggestions for our bingo board?
I don't know. I don't even know what to say there.
Did anybody
Oh, maybe like
type in?
Gandalf.
What?
So we have a submarine.
do you know how to play
I love
bingo?
the way
No, I
this
haven't.
conversation
Oh,
is
she doesn't know
going.
what- She doesn't know what bingo is.
Okay, so
I know what bingo is, but I don't know what kind of bingo that is.
okay, so
What?
that's like so when something so say the questions say it says find plane in one of the squares. When we find the plane, we mark off that square, and then when you get 5 squares in a row,
Or
get
if like
bingo.
the wind hits 30 knots or something like that, we put it to the audience, and we were wondering if anybody's written in with ideas.
Oh, okay. Let me
She's
see.
just been sitting over there thinking we're crazy over
No,
here.
you
Focused on her
absolutely,
Game of
absolutely.
She's
Thrones.
just thinking about Game of Thrones.
Yeah, I was just thinking about Game of Thrones. No, we don't have any.
everyone's just asking science questions.
Yeah, people are serious about this.
I mean, go ahead and ask some of those too.
Can one question?
Okay, can you spot objects buried slightly beneath the sediment with the sonar?
To an extent, some actually like the one that's that little fuzzy thing there. Sometimes you will get a reflection because the sonar is pinging downwards. You can get a reflection from a rock or something that's slightly buried, but typically this is only things on the surface. lower frequency sonars tend to penetrate the sediment better. So sub-bottom profilers are what we use to do that.
Put fish on the board for bingo.
What kind of fish? We gotta.
We
make it
do
little
need a creature to
tougher.
sight, though.
Yeah.
Other than a sea cucumber.
Other
Yeah.
than a sea cucumber.
We could put non-sea cucumber or
Well,
fish.
we've also seen those little like rat tail looking fish.
I said
Mhm.
non-sea cucumber or fish, maybe like something that's
Or-
not a sea cucumber or a fish.
Like if we're looking for
There's
like
larvation houses or cnidarians or jellyfish or
Let's
shrimp
go for the
or
water
the
bear.
polychaete worms,
cephalopods.
Yeah.
cephalopod.
There's a
Sharks.
lot of options.
Whales.
So those are technically fish.
Yeah. I'll make an exception.
I thought I saw some kind
Non-bony
of
fish?
maybe whale off the side of the boat, like way in the distance towards the land. There was some big. It looked like water crashing against a rock, but it was in the middle of the water. So I thought maybe it had been a breach or like a spout that I missed. But I don't know. I looked for a while. I didn't see anything else.
Someone spills coffee in the control room.
No,
What?
Oh.
that never happens.
That sucks.
Because we have
Our spilled
spilled
mugs.
milk mugs.
Where did that happen? Up where you are?
Oh no, that's a suggestion for a bingo.
Yeah.
Any creature.
Well, yeah, you're not supposed to bring open cups up here, so hopefully that wouldn't happen. Also, Justin will kill
That's
you.
kind of a gimme. Oh, we gotta put, oh yeah, that's gonna be an easy roll. It's no good. Put something in there.
Maybe we should read some of them off so people get an idea of what we're going for.
Yeah, do that.
Okay, here are some bingo example squares that you can use to suggest new ones for us.
Or record and play along.
For example, we have someone sleeps in for their watch.
Oh, that's a good one. That'll be me.
We have Dan makes a change.
Like taking away your console.
Actually, that was Trevor we found out.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
We have no mute headset drop. So when people take their headsets off without muting them, it makes a lot of noise.
Should I demonstrate?
No.
Okay.
It'll happen, I'm sure. Someone always forgets.
We have documentary movie crew in close. They've been getting up our noses sometimes unannounced.
When we have nothing to do. Can't look busy.
Things like that.
Yeah. Change the Argus's track color and high pack.
Yeah.
Or winds
But you can
over 30
control that.
knots.
Question or comment
With someone
from
off our
former
watch.
SCF.
Oh, so if we come back and it's a different
If
color.
we come back.
When
and
they
it's-
decide orange is too annoying.
So now that you understand, we don't have any excuse. We need 6 squares, so hurry up.
So how
Someone
about
tells a
a
dad
fish
joke.
that it's bigger than certain length, like
We
2 or
have-
more meters?
We have not a sea cucumber, not a rock.
Oh, and we just saw a jellyfish, so.
Well, this is
This is for
planning
tonight's
today.
bingo.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm
tonight,
sorry.
yeah.
Tomorrow morning's bingo. It
Yeah.
is nice.
Yeah, it is tonight.
The-
Right.
Normally, someone suggested like a fish over a certain length, which maybe we could do normally with Hercules because we have our lasers,
That's right.
which are 10 centimeters apart.
Well, we could do a fish bigger than a bread box.
That's true.
Yeah,
I haven't seen any of those yet.
I also haven't seen a bread box.
but it's hard to get.
Want it?
Could do
I
it.
mean, we could tack that into the not a sea cucumber, not a rock.
Yeah.
Okay. Can we add something related to the coffee beans?
Yeah, that'd be a great one. How can we do that?
Like
Please.
get called out by Miles
do.
for eating his coffee bean.
Great. There you go. Yeah.
Now you actually have to do that, though.
data logger makes a spelling error.
Well,
Ooh.
oh yeah, they can catch that, can't they?
Yep. I believe the last 5 observations go out to the webpage.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Oh, interesting.
But they have to catch it because we can't see it.
I like that one. That's
Grammar police coming after Rebecca back there.
good.
you know,
And-
sometimes there's a lot going on, and I'm just trying to get it all down.
See, but you'll have to tell the new audience because it'll be different people awake in the next 12 hours.
Yeah.
Oh, unless they're
Well, that
That's,
will.
uh,
That
that's
It'll
will
like
get
our
lead
people to
watch and
read
they're just
her
on our schedule.
observations.
Yeah.
Also, it's dark back here, and the keyboard is tiny and unlit, so I'm
You have
just
a light.
listing off.
You have
You know,
a
okay.
light.
Yeah,
have
How
a
I
come
do.
they don't
I
have a
do.
backlit keyboard for that? back there?
Excuses.
Oh my god.
We have a nice red
excuses.
backlit keyboard.
You know what
Yeah.
they
down
say?
there.
Excuses are the bricks that build the house of failure.
Oh my god. Chris, sometimes you remind me of my uncle.
That's what he was going for, I think.
That was actually a quote from a lieutenant commander in the Coast Guard. The military is not keen on excuses.
somebody just wrote in with a lot of
Yeah.
bingo
Okay.
suggestions.
There we
Let's add
go.
something related to siphonophores.
Like we see one, or someone says something about them.
Oh.
Because
That's the
I don't think they're in
I
this
think,
area.
drive
We
through
got-
a
they said,
siphonophore.
We drive through one.
They said powers.
I like that.
Yeah, that's good. All right.
They said a power cycle is system.
Oh, that's a
Oh,
good
that's a
one.
good
Should I
one.
put that here?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
Do a step to 0 or 360.
Oh. Well, we'd never do 0 and 360 is the same thing.
Yeah.
Speaking of the grammar, please, can somebody spell siphonophore?
SIPHONOPHORE.
P-H-O.
I'm guessing they meant the same thing, so we understood what they were saying.
Yeah, I think
We've
so.
also got drop and Alvin weight, which we don't have
We
on
don't have
Argus,
on-
do
Oh.
we?
That's a
No.
good one, though, for future.
But
Um,
yeah, maybe for a future bingo, we'll keep that in mind.
Yeah, that's good.
These are good ones.
Reset Z bias.
That's for
only
her.
Someone knows a lot about what
That's
we do.
what I'm
Yeah.
talking about. For these
Listen to
oddly
us talk
specific
all the
time.
questions.
This is someone who either listens very carefully and very often, or someone who's been
Or
on board.
Trevor's sitting
Or
in the lounge.
somebody, or somebody who has the bingo sheets.
It's
that
actually
they-
from
Yeah.
Bobby in Burbank.
Nice.
Oh, cool.
Thank you.
Well, cool for...
Someone
one
uses
so
the
much.
wrong door in the control van.
I thought about
Yes.
that one. Okay, they know a lot.
Yeah. Have you been on
Have you
board,
been on board?
Bobby? Tell us the truth.
Is this Bobby Argus?
Is this Bobby Argus?
Rennie was telling that story today.
Yeah, I heard it. That's hilarious.
What's
3
this?
more squares.
Okay.
Yeah,
Wait,
those
so
are
what's
good.
the wrong door at?
So
Night
like
zone.
That
during
one is
daylight,
during
opening
daylight.
the one
so we
right
can't, it's
behind
not going
the
to work
screen.
at night, but
So yeah,
Well, we could
Well,
be
we have
like,
we have 2 hours in daylight.
Yeah.
in that watch.
It's
oh, right,
true.
right. Good point,
It
good
is.
point.
I will say like sometimes like you forget and walk out the wrong door in the morning. I haven't done it yet, but like it's happened
Yeah, and so we
Yeah.
can't dog it. We have to leave
because
it
we
open.
start at night, like in
Okay.
the dark, so
Well-
we forget that it's daylight out.
So you're saying we're not going to dog it. I see what you're saying. Okay.
For the people that started following us just now, we are trying to bingo.
Right, we are
While
trying
we
to
look for
bingo.
the Samoan Clipper.
While we are, of course, looking for the Samoan Clipper.
We've got what do we got?
3 squares.
5, 7 people in here. We can multitask.
Yeah, one of us doesn't actually have a job anymore.
It's just
Bingo master.
Bingo master.
Varys.
So we're looking for things that are shaped with right angles or straight lines. So they are asking about like what are we looking for on the sides?
Yeah, so right now we've been seeing a lot of rocks, and while there is some distortion in the targets, we expect that aircraft wreckage would have, like you said, right angles, straight lines, man-made looking objects poking out like propellers or poles or some of the pontoons. There'll be debris, you know, in the wreckage. So I'm pretty sure that we'll be able to identify what is aircraft wreckage as opposed to rocks.
And as a suggestion, we have sharks or something with an alien face.
In the side scan.
Yeah, exactly. Or that Michael how do you pronounce this?
Inadvertently.
Yeah, sits in the Herc seat.
Well, he's supposed to sit in the Herc
The
seat.
other Mike.
Oh.
I'm not sitting there.
I think that's something we would control.
Yeah.
That's right.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
we
that's
just
good.
cheat.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Can't control ourselves.
All right, I switched over to.
That's it, Mike. Get out of my seat.
Switched over to the new lines, so we're gonna continue tracking.
Oh yeah. Oh wow.
Look at that.
Over until we get. We're going for 23 still.
Yes.
Someone says
Okay.
have more than 10 countries logged in watching Nautilus
Ooh.
live.
Oh, that's a
and,
good one.
and we actually have more right now.
Well, we
So
can
we
make the
gotta
number higher,
up
like
the number 20.
15 or
Yeah.
20.
What if
What's-
we had What if we had people watching from 6 continents?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a
Go
good
for
one.
that too.
Because
Why not 7 continents?
do we have it actually right now?
No,
we don't.
There's
we're missing
interested scientists that look
Africa
Antarctica.
and yeah,
Yeah.
and
So
South America
is that the one
too.
to do? 6 continents online?
Mm.
I don't know. That seems
No, that's
like a
Portugal.
lot.
Bit rich.
We have 5 continents right now.
Really?
Who are we
4.
missing?
No, not really. That's Portugal.
No, what's this?
What?
What's this? It looks like in South America.
Oh,
Or
that's.
is that in the Caribbean?
Is there
I
someone
think
from,
that's
anyone from
Barbados.
Africa?
Yeah, that's
Oh,
the
okay.
Caribbean.
I
yeah.
think we could get 6 continents.
Yeah, let's go for it.
Who are we missing right now?
Tell
South
all your
America,
friends to
Africa,
watch
and
tomorrow.
Antarctica.
Yeah, call into your friends in South America and
Yeah, I
Antarctica.
should do that.
And Africa.
Wait, but there's only 7 continents, so you
Africa.
can't be missing. You can't have 5 and be missing 3.
We have
we only have
going for 3 more.
Discovered Atlantis.
we only
Math.
have, sorry, we only have 4 right now.
Okay. sense.
How do we want to do this turn? Do we want to come around gently, go for it, like...
I feel like just having her
nah.
track towards the start of the line would probably work fine, wouldn't it? That wouldn't be too
Okay.
sharp an angle,
Well,
would it?
yeah. I just maybe I can hold position for a
Yeah, I'd
little bit.
hold
let
position
Argus
for a little
catch
while
up.
and then just track towards the beginning of the line.
Yeah, we'll go a little bit further and then
Yeah,
I'll call
and I'm not going to do a turn line. I'll just start it kind of halfway through
him. Roger that.
because it should be decent data through that turn. And this is going to be what, 23? Okay.
23. Headed south.
Headed south. We're probably going to get on that line right as our watch ends. That's okay though.
Yep, probably.
Yay, welcome Armenia. We can see you.
Like your point on the map, not like you, personally.
I mean, like, yeah, we
Uh,
can see a light on the map. We cannot see you. So yeah, for the people that are just following us, we are in the search of the Samoan Clipper, who was a flying boat that sunk in the ocean on January 11, 1938, north of the coast of Pago Pago in American Samoa. This ship was belonged to the fleet of Pan American Airways, that they were starting to opening new routes around the world to connect the world. So this plane was supposed to start flying between the US and New Zealand for the first time. And to do so, we're using a side scan sonar. And that's what you can see. The return of that sonar is what you can see in channel 1. And so far we have close to 60 targets, is that right?
Just under. Yeah, 58.
It's is it? 50.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, so we've been scanning.
57 was really cool.
Okay.
You can see it in the bottom right-hand screen
Yeah,
of
this
the
is
side scan
57.
sonar right now.
So you have they're cool. It's cool because we have a right angle in the shadow, and then we have some things that jut out.
Oh yeah.
I still think it's probably a rock, but it is something that's a bit unusual.
Bridge, no.
Hello,
Of
Emily.
course we hold position.
Hey, Emily.
Hey, Emily.
Oh, is it like Emily?
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh,
Emily.
hey,
Emily.
Emily.
No, she's only called Emily once.
Oh, sorry. Oh, hey. Your dad said you were getting, what did they say? Is she getting her wisdom teeth out?
Yeah, I had that happen in high school. That's no fun.
I hope that's going well.
That means she has time for watching Nautilus and she can type in comments because she doesn't have to speak.
That's true.
Yeah. Wait, isn't it like 2 a.m. over there?
Yeah, where is she right now?
Probably.
Probably Connecticut.
Yeah, I guess.
Ooh. She needs better pain meds.
Yeah.
So Bobby hasn't been on the Nautilus yet.
Not yet,
says.
all right.
Not
Not
yet.
yet.
Well, he's
So-
definitely paid attention because he
Yeah.
knew a lot of the
He
things
seemed
that we
to know
talked
some
about.
things,
totally.
so-
He's been following us from
Put in
for a
that
year now.
application.
Ooh,
Yeah,
for the
you
bingo.
should definitely apply for some internships or something.
What if we get the little spotlight?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we're
That's a
definitely
good one.
not going to be, we'd have to be on a turn.
Yeah, because
Okay.
Because we're going north-south now.
Well, but we could.
But we could, okay.
Yeah,
What is
it'd
it?
It'd be hard.
The,
Oh, the spotlight. From
yeah,
there.
the light leakage.
So there's
that was annoying.
a little hole that light can sneak through in the back of the control van. And if you lined up with the sun, usually it's sunrise or sunset, it comes through, and
It's a great one.
because of the rocking seas, it's like a spotlight going across the stage on our monitors and our controls.
Is it still raining out there?
It looks like it's still raining.
Yep.
Sounded like what he just said.
So now we have someone from South America, actually, from
So,
Chile.
One to
Hey.
go.
So we have
One to go.
2, 3, 4,
Either
5.
that's a cool
Um,
coincidence or someone's calling up their friends. I
Mm,
cannot say I have. Actually, I do have friends in. Are we missing Africa?
Yep.
I have friends in Africa right now. I can't text them because I'm on watch.
Well, let them know for the next watch, because this
But-
is for tonight.
Sorry.
Do they have access to a good internet connection?
Oh,
where they
probably
can
not.
stream Nautilus
Yeah,
Actually,
and
I-
would it come up as in Africa?
That's a good
Because,
question.
like, for example, our internet here comes up, like our phones here come up as a Rhode
Well,
Island
yeah.
number.
Yeah.
I mean, don't start.
Actually, this
Yeah.
person from Chile says that it's using a mask, so it appears as USA, but it's from Chile.
Oh, okay.
Hmm,
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Mhm.
Oh, they're routing
I'll
through.
count that.
Yeah.
I'm not going to count it if somebody changes their VPN to go
No.
from
But
that.
Yeah,
how would
no.
we know unless they tell us?
I could type in and say I'm watching from Africa.
Oh, that's
do
true.
we keep saying this is for
Don't do
tonight,
that,
this
please.
bingo?
What? It's
For tomorrow morning, yeah.
Tomorrow morning.
He says tonight. He never knows what's morning and
No, I
what's
don't
night. And
It's
the-
hard to
yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Hard to
that's
say.
how
It's
I
like-
w- I
it's
was
more
going along with
acceptable
it.
when you're on like 12 to 4, though.
Well, because 4 in the morning is like what we consider
That's
night.
right.
So
and I always like sleep more after that watch.
yeah, I do too. I'm always like, no, I'm not going to. Then I'm like, oh, I need to go to bed.
Yeah, I remember yesterday we were talking about staying up after breakfast, you know, being productive or something. Slept right through lunch.
I actually, I only slept for like 3 periods of about 2 hours last night, just for a variety of reasons. And yeah, so I was like very much passed out as soon as I got off watch.
How late did you process sonar?
Till about 10. And then I went to bed. Then I woke up when my roommate got off watch. And then at one other point at like 2. So then I got about 3:30. It wasn't great. But it's typical.
Every time I like go home, get time off after prolonged times on a strict watch schedule, I'll sleep in no alarm, and every time, like without fail, I'll wake up at 3:30, ready for watch at 4.
Well, but this time it's going to be a totally different time because you're not
Oh, I don't
Yeah,
even know what my
like
time
you're,
body's gonna
you're
say.
7 hours behind.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I was mostly in the same time zone because we were in the Atlantic. We just kept
Oh,
ship
yeah,
time
yeah,
the
right,
same.
yeah.
So that, yeah,
So
I don't
this
even
time,
know what this is going to do.
I find that I don't get really jet lagged when I fly west, but when I fly east, I'm just wide awake all night, which really is not fun.
Oh yeah, that's brutal going that way any distance.
Yeah, so that would happen when I'd work in Turkey. I'd be like wide awake for a night or so, and it happened when I came back last month from the Marshall Islands. I slept for like the first 2 nights because I was just really that tired, but then the third night I was just wide awake from like midnight to 6.
Yeah, I'm hoping I have a good reset on the flights back because
Yeah.
I have 4 flights and a total between flights and layover of 29.5 hours before I get home.
Oh my God, yeah.
I say
That's
home, back to the academy.
It's probably about the same for me. I haven't added that up because it'll scare me.
But yeah, so I'm hoping that's enough time to try to reset myself, sleep when I'm
not
supposed
sure
to.
that works. It's never worked for me.
I don't know. I get tired enough that I sleep well like the first night, but sometimes I'm still screwed up like a day or two later.
Yeah, exactly. I land at like 1 a.m. in Florida, so I'll probably go right to bed from then. But the next night I'll probably be wide awake.
What just gets me is, you know, we're on this side of the date line, so I'm gonna fly to Western Samoa. 30-minute flight, go forward a day.
Yep.
Then Fiji, which I believe is on the same side as
Yep.
Yeah.
Independent. So I'll be forward a day, but then I'll immediately fly to LA back a day.
Yep.
So I'm leaving Fiji at like 9:50 p.m. on the 22nd, and I'm getting to LA at something like 1 p.m. on the 22nd.
Yep.
So it's like an 11-hour flight, but I'm going back like 8 or 9 hours.
Yep.
Time is a construct.
Well, they had to pick some arbitrary
Time
point where the
zones are
day
a
begins and
construct.
ends.
That's true.
And then apparently Samoa moved it. The whole Samoan chain was on at the very end of the time zones, like there was the last part of the day. But then the independent Samoan islands in like 2009 asked to be moved to the beginning of the next time zone because they do more business with New Zealand than with
To be
Western
on the
countries.
same,
So
same day as them.
so they shifted the international date line just like in 2009 or something. So that's why American Samoa is on this side and then the other Samoas are on the other side.
It must have been weird when like you just had to remember like there was a whole extra like day.
Yeah, at
or-
some point, a whole group, like the whole island lost an entire day.
Wow.
So I wonder, like their birthdays, they really
Did
have
they-
to be like the next day. Like they have to change their birthdays.
Yeah, but then did they lose like a Monday or was it like a Saturday?
I hope they didn't lose a weekend because that would suck.
Yeah, that'd be lousy.
Can you imagine if that was your birthday?
Yeah,
But-
so
oh,
they'd be
but
like leap year, but never get it back.
Or if they did it like on leap day of a leap year,
No,
and it was
Actually,
like,
that would work.
Wait, but you get it
That
back.
would work
They
way
have it-
better.
They have
well,
that
yeah,
date
but then
for
you
next
wouldn't
year.
have a birthday for 8 years.
Well, yeah, for those people, but like you would actually, you could like lose a whole day that doesn't actually exist.
Yeah, true.
That would have been pretty smart, actually.
I saw this really funny thing. It was this whole family was having a birthday for like their grandfather, because he was finally turning 21. But
So they gave him his first drink. And
yeah,
stuff.
gave him his first drink.
My dad's a February 29th
Really?
Oh, really?
birthday. Yeah.
That's awesome.
How old is he?
Like 4?
Hold on. Let me.
Well, I hope
Calculate
older.
that. No,
than
he's probably like
16.
He's
10. I didn't do
like,
math well. 10 or
Say
12.
he's like 64. So divide that by 4.
15, 16.
Yeah, I think
There you go. He's 16.
Sweet 16.
I'm
Do you
looking
do
forward
it?
to his 21st.
Do you do anything funny like that? Like on actual leap
Um,
years, do you have bigger parties or
I'm trying to
something?
remember. We were like, I remember being like, "Oh, you're a teenager."
Yeah. It probably gets old.
I mean, yeah, but he doesn't.
You get a year to come down off the joke, and then, or 4 years to come down off the joke, and then it's
Yeah.
funny again 4 years later.
Yeah, I mean, I guess his 18th. That'll be fun.
He can
Buy him a
vote
scratch
now.
lottery
He
ticket.
can buy some. We in Massachusetts they changed the tobacco age to 21, and so I remember I was home and I forget who it was. I was going over to someone's house and one of my friends asked me to buy something, whether it was like cigarettes for them or something. And I was just thinking, like, I'm like 20, you know, it was like 2 weeks away from my 21st birthday, so, you know, can't